Hi, this is Brian Doring-Thomas in the Product Data Solutions Department. Today we're going to go over editing a single item within your Catalog Navigator. Here's an example product line. Let's say we want to edit content of the item 36202. To do this, we'll log into the Catalog Manager beta tool. Okay, here we are logged in. Once we've logged in, there's two different ways you can get to your part number. The first way is to use the Items tab. This is helpful if you already know the part number right away. You can search on the specific part number, and the result will come up. A second way to search is to go through the category structure itself and find the part number. You can navigate into the category, subcategories, and then find your product line. Once you've found your product line with the items in it, you can click on the item count, which is a roll over here. This one has 31 items. When I click on that, I see all the items in that product line. The first part number is the one I wish to edit. Before we go into the editing page, I want to go over some of these icons when you get your part number result. The first pencil icon will allow you to edit that item. The second icon is called Compare Item. This is a helpful icon that you can use to compare your stage data to the live data. You will also see a toggle for active or inactive. If it's active, you'll see the item on the stage site. If you set to inactive, the item remains in the database but will not be displayed. And finally, we have the Preview Item icon. I recommend opening this up before performing edits. Remember that all Catalog Navigator data is available in the stage environment. This will allow you to compare and refresh this page as you make edits in Catalog Manager Beta. Let's go ahead and edit this item. We click on the item pencil icon. This brings up the item. There are many tabs available to edit the item. Let's go over the first one, Properties. In the Properties tab, you can edit the item name, the part number, the URL fragment, and also more common information like the primary image and the description. Let's go ahead and walk through one example. Referring back to the stage environment, let's say I want to replace this item description. Let's go ahead and update the item description. Once you've updated the item description, go to the upper right-hand corner. Hit Save. Realize that hitting Save saves this on the stage environment. Since I have the preview page open, I'll go back to this stage page and refresh. Now I've validated my update. I can continue with further updates. Let's go through the additional tabs available on the Item Edit page. The next tab is E-commerce. This focuses on attributes that are directly related to e-commerce. For example, you can update price, minimum order, weight, units per package, package type, ship from state, and ship from city. These attributes in this group are helpful if you're using calculated shipping and e-commerce. If you don't have an e-commerce platform, they don't apply at this time. The next tab is Attributes. This is a summary of all the attributes available for this part number. In fact, these are attributes that are mapped to the product line and then inherited to all the part numbers below it. Let's do an example change. Let's say for electrical trade size, millimeters, I want to update that value. I simply update the value, click Save, and then I can refer back to the test site again and refresh to see that update. Here we are, updated at 14. Let's go over a couple additional editing capabilities for attributes in the Attribute tab. If I look to the right, there is also a pencil icon that allows me to edit attribute properties. I have the capability to add new units of measure. I can also update the attribute group. The Help tab allows me to add additional text for that attribute that might support understanding it on the item detail page. And finally, probably a more commonly used one is the Display tab. For this attribute, you can determine if you want it to display on the various page types within the Catalog Navigator. Simply set to Label as Show and leave as Hidden to hide. For an item, you can also enter an alternate display name. This is when you're using an attribute in a product line, but in that product line you want it to have a unique title. The Options tab lists attributes also, but these are attributes that are listed as options in either request information or in the cart checkout. Let's walk through a quick example. Here I am on the item page. I have options turned on for color. I click request information, and I can see that color is an attribute you have to select before checking out. I can simply update these values and hit save. Going back to the test site again, if I refresh, I will see the updates made here. The Files tab allows you to upload different assets to your part number. This could be images, PDF files, or other documents. You have two choices. You can either upload file yourself from your hard drive, or if the file is already in the database, you can hit select files and find that file also. When you have identified an additional file, you can checkbox it and then drag it over for assignment. Next, we hit save. The final tab is the SEO tab. Our Catalog Navigator automatically generates SEO data for every page based on content that's been populated. However, if you wish to override that, this is your opportunity to override metadata.